Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. It is Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. And I hope you're all having a great week. It is the middle of the week, and so as we kind of slide down to Friday, here we find ourselves. I am Mona with Journey of Purpose Life Coaching. Hey Valerie, and as I've been going through the month of June, if you're just now joining me, I'm looking at seasons and reasons, and they're kind of related to times during my life and maybe reasons why those times happened. And sometimes I have reasons and sometimes I don't, and I've even explained that many of my seasons kind of collapse, or not collapse, they kind of go over each other and entwine with each other. So today I'm going to be talking about the season of being a kidney coach. I had never heard the term before. As I've shared, I have PKD, polycystic kidney disease, and my brother, in end of 18, almost 2019, early 2019, his kidneys failed from the same disorder, and he was very sick, and that's where I kind of came into the picture. And this is where one of my seasons of going through kidney transplant, going through dialysis, going through the kidney disease, that's kind of where my season kind of came into play. And maybe the reason that I went through what I did, yes, I had the disease, but through my experience, I was able to help others, and especially my brother, during his time. Honestly, I had never heard of the term kidney coach. Yes, I am a life coach certified, but that wasn't really a term I had learned or used. And my brother had reached out because he was very ill, and all he at the time could really do was concentrate on getting healthy enough, get on dialysis, maintain his strength and his health to the day of the transplant. And you never know when that's going to happen. So with his goal in mind, and what he kind of wanted to look at was having a living donor. It can take up to 5 years, they tell you, to get a transplant. Depends on your blood type. It's all very individualized. And so as I started looking around, what did that mean? The word kidney coach came up. Basically what it was is an advocate for someone to help them locate a living donor. And so, hey Angela, or Angie, thanks for joining. And so during that process, he had many things that kind of went at the same time, which is kind of normal. And so what he did was, I became the contact person for anyone looking to want to donate to my brother. And my brother built up his Facebook page. He did lots of postings, and he really took an effort on that side. And then if the time came, or when the time came that someone wanted to know the process to go through the University of Washington, which is where he had his transplant, I was there to guide them through that, get them to the point that they went to the UW. We started off very early. We started looking for a living donor before my brother was even on the list, because there is quite a workup and a process to get on the list. So by the time my brother was ready to go on the list, we had over 100 people that had stepped forward. And you just never know. It only takes one, they say, but it's just really good to have that thing. So through communication, through me building rapport, through me talking to people, sharing a little bit of my story, because the number one question that always came up is, if you're trying to help your brother, why aren't you donating a kidney? And so then I would explain, like I explained to you, that I had the same disease. Mine failed before my brother. And so this was the best way that I could help my brother, was to help him find a living donor. Now that doesn't mean that he wasn't also put on the list, which is usually cadaver, but you can do both. But we took a proactive approach that worked. We've shared the approach with other people, and it's worked if they follow that process. So I guess I just want to share that that season of mine brought back many, many memories, because I'd gone through it about 17 years prior, and things did change, things didn't change. We both were at the same hospital. It was even cute. I thought it was funny that some of the people that my brother worked with remembered me from how many years ago. So it brought another kind of a layer, I'll say, some new experience to me. I loved doing it because I love helping people, serving people, and getting to have conversations. And it was so amazing how people would just open up and share things with me. Some I got to be friends with to this day, haven't met in person, but we've communicated and kept in touch with each other on Facebook, emails, texting, however that would be. So that was part of my life. That's another part of me that you may not know a lot about. My brother ended up getting a transplant on September 23rd, 2020. And he's doing amazing. He's doing awesome. He's doing great. And I think I can say for him too that he met a lot of neat people through this process. His donor only ended up being 1.5 miles from him in the town that he lives in. And so it just kind of even brought that community together. It was amazing to see a small town community brought together over what could have been not so positive, turned into a very positive for everybody. So before I sign off, I want to share that my brother has written a book. It is for sale on Amazon that explains the process that we went through to get him a living donor. And if you have any more questions, reach out to me. My name is on the book also. I helped him a little bit, but he really did a majority of the work. And so I'm going to pop it up. It's called Reasons or Results, 100 Finding and Securing Kidney Transplant Living Donors, How to Find More Than Enough. So here is that book. And on the back is kind of what it looks like. That is on Amazon. It's $5.99, I want to say. And the neat thing he did about this is he shared on the cover books of people that were in his journey, went along the journey with him. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I can say that big reason that I was able probably to help him was the season I had earlier, which was me going through the process, but it had changed a lot. And as always, there's many different emotions that go with that. Happy, sad, maybe, happy a lot, and you might have some emotional anxiety. Sometimes it's just part of life. You just recognize and move on, but you focus on the positive, which there was tons of positive in this situation. So until Friday, enjoy the journey, be empowered, live on purpose. And in the box, I'd be curious, do you know anybody who's gone through a transplant, had some chronic illness in their family? If so, share it below. Like I say, I'd love to hear everybody else's stories. Have a great day. Bye-bye.